Yo! How we doing, everybody? Are you okay? Sorry, I'm messing with a few things, so I'm hoping that you can hear a little bit of music in the background. Let's have a look. Sharky's already on me. The car park meter is running. Hurry up. Absolutely, man. How you doing, Sharky? You right, mate? It's my man, Luke John Frost. How you doing, man? Oh, my word. What a lifesaver. You absolutely saved my bacon. Absolutely saved my bacon. And the funny bit was, the night before, I was thinking, how am I going to get any help to do what I'm going to do? And I was thinking, it's too late to ask anybody. And then you just popped up and you saved the day. So, yeah, cheers, dude. You are a legend. We'll get something in the diary this week and we'll record something for sure. Doing good. That's not here. You're like this, Sharky. Look. Can you hear the music? Is it too loud? Not too loud? So look, if I press this, we should have some drag racing in the background. It's always nice. I'm hoping we haven't got any weird noises. It was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it, 100%. I just realised that I've put the camera in a place where now you can't see me. That's probably for a good thing. Let me just... ooh. Let's move me. There you go. Oh, look, you can see me now. I'm up here. How are we doing? You alright? Oh, look at them Camaros. Hell yeah, brother. Look at that, popping wheelies. Oh. Oof. Don't mind if I do. Luke saying hello to Sharky. How we doing? Just right. Perfect. Because I'm enjoying the music this side, which is what I wanted to do. And we don't have to watch drag racing. We can watch loads of different stuff. So I just thought I'd put it on because it sparks a bit of conversation. Music a little loud, but the mic volume is up also. Okay, well, that is the idea. You could just, I don't know, you can see on my visualizer that we're quite noisy in here. So, yeah. I could always tweak it a little bit as we go. Hello, Le Mange. Enjoyed the F1 today. I haven't watched it yet, actually. I don't even know what the result is. I'm meant to be doing a fantasy F1 league, and to be honest, I haven't even bothered to fill out the thing yet. Last year, I was last, and then I got to... What did I get to? I think I finished like 7th or 8th. I just don't follow F1 enough to enjoy it, if you know what I mean. No, it's true. We don't have anywhere near enough. We've got 3 drag strips I know of in the UK. We've got one in York. We've got one in what's the other one? One in the Santa Pod. That's in the Midlands, and then we've got one in Crail in Scotland, which is a really random place to have it. I'm going to tweak this. I'm going to nudge this down just a tiny bit to there. So you should have music, but it's not too loud. There we go. Does that sound alright? Oh yeah, every time. It's always the same. So either the people complain near the venue, or they buy a house right next to the venue and then moan that it's too loud. Because Karens prevail. Look at those cars, man. Oh, man. I would love to live in America. I'd love Teesside Autodrome to do more. Excellent for drifting and karting, but track days are a miss now. Yeah, it's mainly go-karting, isn't it, Teesside? and they do a bit of drift, but it's not wide enough really, and it's really bumpy. That circuit really needs to be relayed, because my gosh, it's a bone shaker, is that one. So yeah, we can come back to looking at the camera in a bit. What we all been up to? I'm having a cheeky beer. What are you all drinking? Oh, I'm getting messages on my phone. What we all saying? We've got a nice comment from somebody. Oh, that's nice. Somebody put a very nice comment. Oh, that's nice. I like it. I like it. People are good, man. We'll give it a while. I bet we'll have the usual crowd in here to see. What's everybody doing? The weather was just dire. And I was like, you know what? I cannot be bothered to do anything. So this morning consisted of Casey went to dancing. Then I took the boys to football, and it chucked it down like the rain was bouncing off the turf. So it was a complete and utter nightmare. So then I decided the sensible thing would be to get in the car, get it as hot as possible, because the boys would be wet through. And sure enough, it was 5 degrees. They were completely soaked, and they were absolutely freezing. So that was a good shout on my part. We drove home. They went and got in the showers and got warm, and then I had to take them down to get a haircut. So they went and got a haircut, and then I brought them back, and then I took Lydia back out. We went food shopping. Then we came back, and then we sat down. We had honestly, this is a service announcement to all of you guys. Bacon sandwich, but a slice of brie inside the bacon sandwich. Absolutely incredible. So that's what I had. And then I sat in front of the TV. Lydia fell asleep on the sofa, and I was watching TV, and then I thought, I quite like a beer. And then I thought, you know what? I might hang out with you guys instead. So that's what I've done. I'm here. No beer for me. I had 3 small bottles of whiskey on Alive last night. Whew, that'd do it. That would definitely do it. Butt Scratcher says Paul's Beer Reviews. How you doing? You never got to come in the shed. So since you've been, I have revolutionised my shed. I have... let's quickly go to shed camera. Oh, I could just unclip that. Let's just unclip that. Right. So, what I've done is, all my tools were everywhere, extreme close-up. So, yeah, they were everywhere. So, I've sorted them out. So now I got my Spaniardos out, and I decided to hang them up in roughly size order. So I think the biggest one on there is, I think that's a 32mm spanner. And then I sorted this area out. I bought another shelf. So I have now got some more tools in this one. And I've got all my car cleaning stuff there. Electronic stuff there. I mean, also, that's all electronic stuff. That's all lighting. They're all sorts of stuff for diagnostics and mapping vehicles. That right there, that's a hot air gun. What else have I got? This is my beer. This is, there you go. See, nearly knocked it. And I'm drinking Perlenbacher, which is just about the cheapest thing. But I have, don't judge me, I'm on a budget, okay? And then I have my trusty Honda whip down here, which is going to get modified. I'm going to make it really fast and racy, so that we can cut the lawn in record times. And this close-up of Quack Norris. He's had a child. This is... Quack, what's her name? She ain't got a name. What kind of father is he? Outrageous. That's my Mountain Dew hat up there. Oh, and I found a place. I made a hook and put my crash helmet up there. So there you go. Lots has been happening. We're now very wonky. I've also got my mates Gary and Abby have brought me a Las Vegas number plate to put up, which will be going behind. And I've also got the old number plates from my car. Because I know you guys Americans like a good British number plate. Actually raining. What? No. In Cali. Well, there's global warming for you. Can't believe it. Mentions usual crowd and hey presto, Paulie boy pops up. Yeah, it's true. It's true. He's right there. How you doing, Paul? Long time no speak, buddy. Are you not working, Paul? I thought you were working. That's why I shoved it out. Oh. I've got some Creative Juices bitter to drink once I finish this. Have you seen the new motos on the Retro Classic webpage, John? Some beasts on there. Retro Classic, let's have a look. Retro Classic. I got oh yeah. I'm assuming I hope that music's not too loud for you. I'm trying to make it more interactive. A bit more. Are we talking about that? That's a very nice Mustang Mach 1. So I'll have a look at the showroom. Current stock. Oh. That is a Pontiac Trans Am. Oh, pretty car. Honeycomb wheels. Oof. Suit you, sir. Gosh, an old Audi 100. Look at that thing. Look at that beauty. You guys can't see the full thing because their page is like... The picture is the full page. Very nice, though. Oh, yeah, they've got a Stingray. In fact, the other day, one of these... I went into garage to look at a car... And he had one of these under a cover, and it was very nice. Oh, Mercury Cougar, this car here, below me. So, if you're a UK viewer, you may or may not know this, but the Mercury Cougar was based on a Ford Mustang. And, well, right next to it you can see the Mustang. You can see that they look very similar. But the Mercury Cougar, they did a special model called, I think it was an XR7 or an XR8. And that is where, in the European cars, we've got our XR2, our XR3 and our XR4. And it came from that car. Some Chevys. Look at this, an Alvis. Man, them things move as well. I saw them at Brighton Speed Trials. Look at that Corvette. Resto mod. Whoa. E-Type. Prettiest car. Even Enzo Ferrari told his designers, why didn't you design that car? Oh, look at that. The Bullet Mustang. Oh. That is gorgeous. Man, they've got some cars in there. Woo! Honey hush. That is very nice. Let's press that button. Very nice cars. All good, Paul. 10 stone lost now and heading for healthier times ahead. Good man. Great crackers. What's happening here? We're just having a beer and shoot the breeze, my friend. Good old Thomas. Being rude. Thomas, you absolute filth wizard. 10 stone. Jeez, man, that's insane. Won't recognise you next time I see you. You're skinny. Skinny, you know what? He left him in Wales, Thomas. I did. I left him in Wales. Get in there, Paul. Still a handsome northern monkey, though. Absolutely, my friend. I hope you left all the sheep in Wales as well. I did, absolutely. North Yorkshire Company. Are they North Yorkshire? I didn't know that. Oh, I'd like to go to the showroom and take a ride out in that Mustang. OTIT 2. Yeah, that is. I mean, that Bullet Mustang. Oh, that is so me. I'd take the modern version, to be honest. Let's have a look at their previous result. We've got one just up the road called Ace, which is pretty cool, and they sell a lot of stuff like this. Oh yeah, they've got the modern Bullet Mustang there that they sold. Ooh. Oh, they've got a Dodge Challenger with a shaker hood. Very nice. Paul says, ball bags. Indeed. We've all got them. Apart from the ladies, obviously. Alpha GTV Coupe. Very nice. They have definitely sold some good looking cars. Very nice. What's he saying? Matthewson's for real, clapped out classics, and retro for American eye candy. Oh, they've got a beautiful Camaro SS on there, an RS one, 396 V8, and a manual. Woo! Same ladies now have them, John. No, they don't. No, they don't. Don't get me started, Luke. Don't get me started. So, question for you, all five of you. What's your favourite kind of motorsport? Like, if you could pick anything, what would you go and watch? If you could, what would it be? If I could go to any racetrack, I'd love to go to the Freedom Factory that Cletus McFarlane has in Florida and go watch the Freedom 500. If I could do that, I would be a happy man. It's got to be my favourite. What's he put? He's put some inconsiderate bastard came to the bar and ordered a drink, so I felt I had to re-enter through the chat with obscenity. Always. That's the way you roll, for sure. Sorry, that couldn't be helped, pal. I'll behave now. It's alright. I mean, I think later on we should get some heavy machinery, some plant hire, plant equipment on here. That would be nice. Have you seen these? I'll tell you what, let me show you this. Because I don't think Greta would approve of this, to be totally honest, but I think this is pretty awesome. Let me show you this. We'll take you on a journey of random racing. Let me right, let me see if I can roll this in. Check out these. Look at him gear jamming in there. Look how much steering he's having to put in to keep that sucker in a straight line. Haha, that's amazing, isn't it? Flipping it. And they don't wear crash helmets. This is 1320 video, by the way, so I'll probably get told off for showing it, but awesome. Absolutely awesome. That's, I think this one is one that I saw before. They've got so much torque on these trucks. You watch this thing pull up. Look at all that. And they're hauling lumber as well. There you go, on the two-step. Look at that, look at that! Just bending the chassis. That's flipping. Look at that. Greta would not be impressed with that. She would be upset. But we don't care about Greta, so it's okay. Where were we? We were... I do like the BTCC and the Carrera Cup. Love track days at Croft. I've actually did a track day at Croft a long time ago. My mate had a Peugeot 306 rally, and we took that, and I took a 1.8 valve Passat with some big fat Carn alloys on it and some groove discs, and it wasn't fast enough on the straight, but it was quicker in the bends. And I tell you what that chassis was actually so predictable that it was actually quite boring to race. But I think some of the best BTCC. Oh, look at that cab over. Let's have a look. Where's the glory days, man? It's got to be the 90s, isn't it? For me, that was when it was special. Was around this time, wasn't it? When touring cars were just like incredible, absolutely incredible. I will stop talking about it because I could literally just keep talking about those days of the British touring car because I'm an old fart. Let's get back to the comments. So, what are you saying? Big McLaren fan. The British truck racing is awesome too. Yeah, that is cool. That is very cool, and it's pretty sketch because those things are so big and so heavy. What are they, 6 tons, something like that? Don't want one of them going off the track and then the cab disappearing off. Paul says, I can hear Greta bitching from here. It's true. She'll be there. How dare you? Paul's laughing. No, sorry, Luke's laughing at Paul. Dee Dee, hello. How you doing? Nice to see you. So, Dee Dee, ever since I did the live streams about the trucker thing, I've been shadow banned. It's like, I don't know what happened, but we had all those people in. It went absolutely mental. And then I don't know whether I got so many of the, like, whatchamacallits, the, shall we say, left side of things. I think they all went to town on me, to be totally honest. So yeah, look at me. I'm just rolling along with six people in. It's funny because we tested this out to see if this would send notifications out to people that we were live, and it didn't. So I don't know if you guys got it, but not everybody got it. Luke says, I remember how the BARC tried pushing the Classic 2 CV racing on us. Not sure if it took off. It did. I think they still raced 2 CVs to this day. But I think at the beginning somebody died, if I don't remember rightly, because they are super flimsy, and yeah, they're not the safest thing in an accident. So, but they are surprisingly fast. Because they don't weigh anything. Can I also say, if you watch Drive to Survive, you're not a real F1 fan. Controversial. Woo! I've never watched it, although, because I like NASCAR, but I don't know much about it. I know a little bit about it. So I started watching the NASCAR version of essentially Drive to Survive, but I haven't watched the normal stuff. I just think it's a bit, I don't know. I feel like I've grown up around F1, and I just don't find it as exciting as I used to. Maybe because when I was a kid I was racing as well. I found it more interesting. I watch bits and bobs, but I'm not like I was as a kid. I wanted to watch every single race and watch what was going on, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, man. Some of this racing, though. I think that was four-wheel drive, and then the BMWs, obviously, they were rear-wheel drive. So, oh, dear. It's nice to chill, I will say, and have a beer. Here he is. It's Mayor Wrench McNome. How you doing? For FOTY, what's here means something, I don't know. FOTY. FOTY. Footballer of the Year. I didn't know you were into football that much. Or do you mean fail of the year? If it's gaming. Or I don't know. How you doing, Mayor? You alright, mate? Are you doing good? Did you see the video I sent on Discord? I did. Very cool. Do you know, I need to use the Discord more. I really do. Yeah, I'm slack, I will say. Hey, Mayor. Look at all my spanners. I got my spanners out. And I finally put them on the wall. There is 2 more toolboxes on the floor that are full of tools. And there's one in the house as well. I've got too much stuff. I found so much gear the other day. Absolutely, like all sorts of stuff that I didn't even know I had. Shame why they banned you. Where's the democracy? Mate, honestly, it was, yeah, literally, you go from doing 80,000 views and your videos averaging around 1,000 to all of a sudden, I barely make 100 views. And the live streams are like not shared with anybody. Like now, where 5 people are in. It's just crazy. So it'll come back around. It did it last time when I did the Canadian one, so it doesn't surprise me. But hey ho, that's life. But we'll work it out. I don't really care all that much because you guys know the score. You know, it's all good. It's all good. The ones that matter know, so it's all good. It stands for Fan of the Year. Yes, you can be Fan of the Year. You can. I'll let you. I think you deserve that. You super chatted me loads of times as well, so you're definitely Fan of the Year. I binge watched for a few hours of the Bathurst 12 hours the other week. Got the motorsport juices flowing. Oh mate, what a race! That track is incredible, and the fact that they're around the edge of the track barbecuing and drinking beer is just awesome. Oh man, there's no other track like it. It's like that one, Laguna Seca. That's like an epic track. I'm trying to think of those key tracks. Brands Hatch is definitely I would put on that list. Knock Hill. There's nothing like that track. Alton Park. That's a very like hilly track with all sorts in it. Anglesey. That's a weird one. I'm trying to think. What's the one where they do all the test driving in California? I forgot the name of it. Motor Trend use it all the time. Oh, what's it called now? My brain's gone. But there's a very famous track there there's nothing else like that. Bathurst is right up there. I'm trying to think of other epic racetracks that there's just like nothing like it, but yeah. Very cool. It says. Democracy. What's that then? Oh, yeah. Well, it's gone, isn't it? Oh, was it? Another channel. What? You've been moonlighting on me? Outrageous. Outrageous, man. That's all good, buddy. Where are your other cheeky blokes at? Well, Paul's working. Mark is in Germany. He's with the Germans in Stuttgart. He's sending some very cool pictures of, like, places that he's gone. Say like that. That's very cool. And the Germans. Like this, look. Yes. He's having a good time. Chris is doing family stuff, I think. I think he's just not particularly in the mood for doing live streams either. And Crummy is busy battling the internet at the moment because somebody made a funny comment on his video. So yeah, so that's what's going on. That's what's going down. So yeah, it's just me. And I was like, this probably won't be a long live stream, but I just fancied coming on, having a beer, having a chat, chilling. Laguna Seca, what a track. No, there's another one. What's it called now? I need to find it now. California race track. It is called Willow Springs. That's the one. Willow Springs racetrack in Rosamond, California. There's nothing like Willow Springs. I don't think so. Very, very unusual track. It's like in the middle of a desert. What's your thoughts on Madrid's street circuit replacing Barcelona? The problem, I really struggle with street circuits. I just think that, I don't know, for me, they never really give particularly rewarding racing. Like, Monaco's amazing, but that's an establishment. That's another one of those tracks. But I just think, when they set up street racing for Formula 1, like the Las Vegas one, just, I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I feel like it's too, I don't know. I just think it's, yeah, they're quite often too narrow for a start. So it's very difficult to see some proper, like, close-up racing because they just sit behind each other for hours because they can't pass. And then the other problem is with it's they set a lot of the tracks up based on where people can view it from, so it doesn't necessarily mean the layout of the track is the best track anyway. And nearly 9 times out of 10, it's all, apart from Monaco, it's got all the hills and stuff, it's kind of dead flat. So yeah, that's my thought. I don't know. It might be very good, but yeah, I really struggle to get excited about street circuits that F1 set up. I know little to nothing about F1 and the other races that you do over there, but I'm a drag racer. Hell yeah, brother. I like a bit of drag racing. Love it. Absolutely love it. In fact, we had some on earlier on. Let me see if I can flick back. We were looking at drag racing as well earlier. No. We are watching these guys at the moment. This is actually live, I think. Super Comp will be on shortly. Yeah, I like drag racing. I probably, to be fair, I think my knowledge on F1 is probably about par with what I know about drag racing. Even though I haven't really competed much. I think I've done drag racing myself. I've done Run What You Brung 3 times. So I'd like to do it now because I know more than I used to. But I learned a lot of it out of watching Street Outlaws and just watching like Cletus do his thing. So Sonoma, that is good. Yeah. Willow Springs is not far from me. Mate, why are you not there? I would be there every other day. I got no tracks here. Drag racing is cool. The issue we have is years ago we had a motorsport TV which was great for getting all motorsport. Now we have highlights on Dave. Yeah, motorsports TV used to be epic. I think it's still going, but they would show that on late night, wouldn't they, and early hours, so you get to see some of the American racing. Look at these like proper old school drag cars. Look at that tiny little front wheels on that one. They look like go-kart wheels. And these are baby drag cars. There's not even the beast ones. These are not like the top fuelers. This looks like prep surface as well. The Gator Nationals. I'm guessing it's Florida. Gainesville, yeah. Exactly, Sharky. There's no point otherwise. What's the point? If it's... No one wants to see a procession of race cars. They want to see good racing. They want to... We don't want prescribed... we don't want prescribed overtaking areas. We want there to be like a bit of everything everywhere. The only thing that I ever enjoy watching on a street track is stadium trucks, because those things are flipping mental, absolutely mental. Oh, Rockingham. Oh man. So Rockingham for the Americans. In fact, this is a really interesting story. So there was this idea to build a proper NASCAR stadium in the UK, and they called it Rockingham, and it is a fantastic oval circuit. Let me see if I can find some stuff on Rockingham to show you. Rockingham. Here we go. Let's see. So, yeah, this is what Rockingham looked like. Proper, massive... How do I... Like, yeah. That, and now this is what it looks like. This is not helping you, is it? Because I'm not showing you the... let me... How do I do this? Let's just go in. So I'll show you the track beforehand. See if we can see it. Yeah, so full view, projectile. Let me move me old. I'm moving the wrong thing here, but we'll get there. Here we go. Something like that. So, Rockingham back in the day, you were... Oh, for Pete's sake. The heck? You had cars like this running, which looked like stock cars. And you had all the... It's massive. It's absolutely massive. Massive grandstand. Absolutely fantastic race. Look at this one. Look. Ah. If you don't know, that's like a replica of the car from Days of Thunder, the original city car. But yeah, it was an amazing racetrack, and they actually would like get quite full. Here you can see this is the problem. In 2018, it's got very thin, and they haven't got a lot of cars on. So now, look at that. That's when it was real busy. Absolutely packed. Everything packed. Look at that. All the way around. And you've got like these V8 NASCAR. Well, they are NASCARs, really. And then, now, you have this, which is... storage for... Oh, for Pete's sake. Poxy BBC. Flipping can't stand it. You've got basically storage for cars that are bought from auction. And that's it. And it's just sat there. And it is... So the model for this particular company is called Cinch. And what they do... They're tied in with a whole load of other companies. I think they're called... Oh, what they're called now? They are called Constellation Group, I think. They own a whole bunch of online car retail stuff. And basically they buy up cars, trucks, lorries, vans, and then They store them, people buy them online, they take them out of their allocated slots and then go and basically sort the car out and deliver it. So you never see the car until it turns up. But that's basically what it turns into. And occasionally they rent out the inner part of the circuit here for YouTubers who might want to make videos and stuff. But it's heartbreaking what's happened to it. It's an absolute travesty, if you ask me. Oh, I'm over here now. Look at me, ever the professional. There we go. Hey, we're back. Need a four-way. Watch the four-way drag racing. Yeah, man. Have they got one of them at Las Vegas, where they've got 4 lanes? I haven't seen one of them for a while. I should have the Corvette done by March 20th. I will send you some pics and videos in its full glory, or shortly after when the body gets wrapped. Yeah, man, send it over. Look forward to seeing it, man. That'd be awesome. F1 is becoming too lean. It needs to return to being more about the racing than the strategy. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. There's a lot... They've done well because there's a whole bunch of my friends that really are not car people that have got into Formula 1. And, like, before, you could not have convinced them to get involved in Formula 1 at all. And they love it now. So, more so than I do, anyway. So they're definitely doing a good job of what they're doing, but yeah, I don't know. I just think, yeah, it just doesn't grab me like it used to. Just doesn't at all. Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, is an awesome road course. A million years ago, in a previous life, I had raced there. No way. Wow. Let me have a look at that track. What's it called? Road America. Do you know what? Weirdly, I feel like this track was in... I feel like this track was in Forza. Let's have a look. RoadAmerica.com. Wow, look at that. That's cool looking. Oh, they're still going. See, motorsport in America, you just got so much more stuff than we have. And the worst bit is, like, we should be really good at racing. We are really good. But we just don't. We've got too many Monas. Get the Trans Am Speed Tour. Do you know, I would show this website, but there's literally nowhere you can actually see the circuit. That's annoying, isn't it? Let's have a look on here. There we go. Let's have a look. There we go. This is where Mare used to tear it up on this track here. Flying around. That's the main gate. That's Mare just driving past there. Oh, I've lost screens. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, here we go. Look, I can move. Oh, that's a bit neat, isn't it? Yeah, you see Mare driving past now. And it's a Corvette, I think. There we go, look. There he is. Just there, he went past, gone. Woohoo! It's pretty cool, isn't it? That's the, yeah, that looks pretty awesome. Had that music in too loud for you. I'm enjoying it, though. I need more beer, though. Is it really? No way. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? And a weird coincidence. This was in talks with possibly buying Rockingham. Was he really? I didn't know that. That would have been cool if it... That's a big track, that one. How long before more venues become abandoned in this new age of being green? Croft is my local circuit, and new locals are already complaining about noise and pollution. Oh, man. They're just brainwashed, aren't they? It's just like... Motorsport puts out a tiny percentage of pollution. Like, you can't... It's infinitesimally small. Okay, it's noisy, but don't buy a house near a racetrack. Or, like, don't buy a house within 10 miles of a racetrack. If it bothers you that much, just don't do it. But it's like, I know somebody who bought a house near a farm and they do clay pigeon day shooting, and they were moaning about that you can hear shotguns all Saturday. Like, well, don't buy a house near... You Google those things and you check and you ask locals. You know what I mean? It's just flipping stupid. But, yeah, as for motorsport, what people don't realise, all their cars and all the development on their cars, a lot of that comes out of, what's the word? Out of motorsport. Comes out of motorsport. Motorsport is what will develop new stuff. They'll start using all sorts of special fuels and things like that way before cars on the road do. Track was there well before their homes. Whinging swines. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Beware, bro. They're looking for any trespass. Oh, I know, but it won't last. I'm not that bothered, because ultimately it'll be like this for a little while, and then it'll just pick up again. So I'm not too worried. The music is all I pay for this, so I can play as much as I like, because it's all done through Epidemic Music, so don't matter. But thank you, DD, for worrying about me. I race superbikes there. Ah, right. Okay, no way. Wow. Crazy, man. You're a crazy man. Tesla with diesel. Oh, mate. Did you see the video that's doing the rounds? It was in Australia where they had this electric... it was an electric... like some sort of van that was doing something or other, and they were charging it with a diesel generator that slid out. The diesel generator was meant for doing other things apart from that, for like powering the inside of the truck, but they were using it to get extra miles. I mean, nonsense, isn't it? Absolute nonsense. Oh, Bentley Blue Train or a Ford Escort, Mexico. Oh, it'd be a Ford Escort, Mexico. It would be. I'd have to take the Mexico every time. Totally me. What would I have it in? I would have it in red. What was the red called? Had a really cool name, innit? Ford Mexico. Mexico red. Was it called Mexico red? It was called... Sebring red? That's what it says here. Ford Escort Mexico. Bin Adrian Flux. Screw them. Oh, what a car though. What a car. For you guys that don't know in America, because I don't think you've got these. I mean, I'm almost 100% sure. That's a Mark 1 Ford Escort Mexico. So this one here, that's the Mark 2, which was slightly different. But yeah, this was the Mark 1. That's Mark 2 there, Mark 1. I drove a Mark 2 at a Silverstone rally day thing, and it was epic. Really epic. I just wish the day had lasted longer. But yeah, it was epic. Really cool. Yeah, definitely would have that. What was that noise? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm using Opera now instead of using Google Chrome. It's much better for the computer. That was in the 80s, doing superbikes. My word. I was only a wee toddler back then, in the 80s. Tesla had generators. Oh, who knows, man? Who knows? My old man had a Lotus Elan. Oh, before he traded it in for a Volvo 480 with pop-up headlights and a fiberglass shell of a boat. They weren't fiberglass. They were actually. It was a Dutch design. The 480. There was bits of plastic on it, admittedly. They had a few faults, did the 480. So they had a Renault engine, which was a fault, I guess, in some ways. But the ES had a problem with the wiring loom was too small for the body. So things used to come unplugged, used to get lots of faults. And a lot of the mechanics that worked on them said that ES stood for ensuite because they had more water in them than an ensuite bathroom. But I still think they are a very cool car, and I would love a very well sorted 480 turbo. I would have that in a heartbeat. Absolutely have it in a heartbeat. Well, I need to get another beer, boys. And then I think I want you to talk about your first cars. Put in the chat what was your first car. I want to know, and we'll see if we can go and hunt them out. I have got a beer. Do 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 do. Part of me would still like to buy another Jeep. I miss my old KJ. I don't know why I sold it. I sold it because I was having a tantrum. And now, I wish I hadn't. But I'm loving my Merc. You in a car with electrical problems? Never! Hey, look, Mayor. I did my apprenticeship on Jeep Chrysler. And those things are just as bad. Just as bad. They're no better. In fact, the only thing I would say is they tended to last less time. But, I don't know. I think Chevys and Fords tend to be a little more simpler on the American front. I think, as I understand, Mopars tend to be a little bit of like like a Mopar. If you ask them to do something like touch your left ear, they'd do it like that. Where if you asked a Chevy engineer to touch his left ear, he'd just do that. That's it. That's how I understand it. Any Chevy I've ever come into contact, I was surprised at how easy they were to fix. Yeah, what's your first car? Tell me what your first car was. I will show you what my first car was, and you'll laugh because it was unusual. But it had a 2-litre engine, and it was cheap to insure because nobody really understood why an 18-year-old would want to insure one. Let's have a look. The first one that comes up is the exact same car, same colour and everything. Let's see if I can get it to... Oh, look at that! Takes me right back. Let me show you this. So this was my very first car. It was this here thing, which is... oh, come on, let me lift the image. Open a new tab. There we go. Alpha. I need to zoom this out a bit so we can. There we go. That was my first car. That is. Are you ready for this, people? It's exactly the same colour. It's got exactly the same wheels. That is a Volvo 360 GLE saloon. And it looked like if you got a 10-year-old and gave them a ruler and said, draw me a car, it would look like that. Exactly like this car. So the cool things were that when I crashed it after 3 months of owning it into a dumper truck, I was fine, and so was my friend. The bonnet, when you opened it, would lift up and it would lever from this side like a BMW 3 Series. If you look down here, you'll see that there is a sneaky leaf spring back there. But what's really interesting is the gearbox was at the back whilst the engine was at the front, and it had a big 2-litre engine. And it was rear-wheel drive, which there weren't many. The only thing was it had an open diff, but it did go quite well. It was quite a quick car. I flipping loved that thing. And yeah, that was my first car. There's some other shots here. Yeah, so that's what they look like when they've been lowered. They look quite good. This was the GLT that was the same car, but had a spoiler on the back. But now, I mean, if I had the chance to buy one of these again, man, I would buy it in a heartbeat. It was a good car, good fun. I once, because the one I had didn't have power steering, so I don't know whether it was because it had been taken off, or whether it was never spec'd up with it, because it had leather and all sorts of aircon and all sorts of other stuff. But I came out of college where I was doing my apprenticeship, and I was trying to drift it on the roundabout, and it had an open diff, and I just spun round. And as I spun round, there was a Granada police car right behind me, and he just flashed his lights on, and he was like, and I was like, sorry, and they didn't even pull me up. Didn't even pull me up. That's when there was a bit of like common sense back in the day. Yeah, with its fog lights. Oh man. So this grille on the front of here is non-standard as well. So mine, I did the same thing and taped up all the chrome. But I would totally have another one of them. Very cool car. Very cool car. So that was my first car. It's funny, you never forget your first car, do you? What we're saying. A 1972 Mercury Monterey Custom, 3 tons, 20 feet long. But let's have a look. Let's go find this thing. So a 1972 Mercury. So that's a Ford thing, isn't it? Mercury Monterey Custom. What a cool name. Just the name is cool. Holy smokes! That was your first car? Holy crap, that's cool as. Dude, what a beast. That is flipping awesome. I love that. I'd have that in a heartbeat now. Check this out. That is flipping superb. Oh, look at it. How long is that thing? Wow. Did you have a 2-door or a 4-door? I'd have a 4-door. I still like that. Is just cool, man. I bet when you stopped, it would do that thing that American cars did back in the day. Even the back of it. Oh, the back of it. Look at that. Wow. Look at the back. That is gorgeous. Oh man. What a car. What a beast. Like that a lot. I like it a lot. Toyota Hilux Foreshore. Wow, that's a cool. Can't go wrong with an old Toyota, can you? What year was it, DD? Oh, I can't see. It's just giving me the new ones. I'm guessing it was it like the one from Back to the Future kind of shape? Was it like this? I'm trying to find an older one. Oh, look at that beast. For sure. Was it like this shape? That one. Was it like that? Or was it more like this one? Or earlier? Like that. I had a Surf, Toyota Hilux Surf of that. 2.4 litre diesel. That was quite a cool car. I enjoyed that. I had that when I first went out with Lydia. That was a cool car. Let's go back to the thingies. Don't drive, but my first one I drove was a BMW M3. What? E30. What year was it? E36 or an E46? Was it automatic or was it manual? Second car was a Ferrari 288 GTO, both on a track diet. I was 16. No way. That's awesome. You lucky beggar. With a trunk so big you could put a Volvo in it. Hell yeah, you could. That thing was massive, man. What a car. That was the first car I ever bought myself. I had a 67 Chevelle and a 71 Chevy C10. Was my days, but I drove them. Oh, mate, I loved a Chevy C10, especially a short body. They're big money now. Big money. In fact, the long bodies are not bad. I think they're picking up money now. The Chevy C10, if nobody knows what it is, Chevy C10 was like this. And funnily enough, this one right here, that's a C10. These ones here, these C10s, these were what were called a square body. And on my latest new Nerd in Motion t-shirt, which I have lost already, I don't know where I've put it, I put a square body on the back because I just thought it was cool. So the whole back of the t-shirt's got a square body, and in 80s style writing it says, "All things engineered, Nerd in Motion." Which I thought was quite cool. But yeah, so the short beds, so that's the short bed, that's the short bed. In fact, they're all short beds on there. They're the ones that are really desirable. But you get the odd long bed now that looks quite cool. Oh, I love that ratting out one. That's cool. And really, most people bought long beds because they're much more usable. So, yeah. 1991. Yeah, so it would have been that shape one, wouldn't it, on a 91? Mine was a 93 Hilux Surf. So yeah, wicked car. What a amazing in the snow, tough. You would have had a proper engine in yours, wouldn't you? You would have had the V6 thing that was just like an absolute bomb-proof monster of an engine. Mine was a 4-door. Ah, mate, honestly, what a car to roll around in. I bet, what did it do miles per gallon? I bet it was terrible on fuel. Very reliable cars. Oh, mate, the Hilux, what a thing. The only problem was the UK ones. So I had an import. And in the UK, sorry, my eyes are sore. I'm shattered. I am shattered. Can you tell? I'm not even working at the moment, and I am absolutely knackered. The Hilux that I had was an import, a Surf, so it's basically a Hilux with a back on it. And that was a 2.4 litre turbo diesel, but they had a problem for the heads cracking. For some reason, the Japanese are not very good at diesel engines. And, yeah, it would occasionally try and boil itself over. So in the end, I just threw a head on it, just put a new head on it. It was fine, and it was a lovely truck though. But yeah, automatic, terrible on fuel, absolutely dire, but very cool, good car. I wish I could get a Hilux in the US, especially the diesel. Yeah, but they're not that good. Honestly, that diesel, the new ones are a lot better, but the old ones, they weren't very good, to be honest. The mileage was comparable to a petrol. So I think my mate had a V6 one, and his MPG was actually better on a run than my diesel, even though it had overdrive. An E33 series. Wow, so that was an E30 would have been M3. Is that it would have been a left-hand drive thing? E30 M3 Evo. So it would have been like that. Very cool car. Definitely have never been able to afford one of these, or could afford one of these. This was the challenger to the Sierra Cosworth at the time, which was just decimated this, to be honest. The M3 couldn't even hold a candle to the Sierra Cosworth. I've had a lot of square bodies. Oh mate, I'd literally kill just to have one. I'd love to have. The only American cars I've actually physically owned myself, I've had a Jeep KJ, I've had a WJ, and I have had a PT Cruiser. What else have I had that's American? I'm thinking very hard here. What else have I had American? I don't think I've had that many. There's definitely a handful of cars. Not many at all. And actually, before anybody says it, the PT Cruiser is actually quite a good, reliable car. It's just, and everybody went mad for it when it came out. It's the butt of jokes now, but it was a cool car at the time. And the funny bit is, in the UK, they imported the 2.4 litre ones, and they badged them up as 2 litre. It was a mistake. So if you can find an early PT in the UK, they're like mad quick and terrible on fuel. The Mercury got about 9 or 10 miles to the gallon. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I couldn't afford to take it to the shops. That is insane. I bet it was doing 9 to 10 miles per gallon. It had like a 7 litre V8, and it probably did 200 horsepower because of all the emission rules that are floating around back then. Kind of, yeah, it was a shame, really. Now, if you wanted a list of cars that I had and got rid of like an idiot, that's pretty extensive. Yeah, I've got an epic list. I can show you some of the stuff that I bought and I should never have sold. No way, really? That's pretty cool. These are the cars I shouldn't have sold. I had an 850R, but it was like this one. It wasn't a state. It was exactly like that. It was a black saloon. Shouldn't have sold that car. That's worth a fortune now. I also had a BMW E21 that was a race car, but it didn't have the big wide body like that. It looked like this one down here that's in Fast Car, but it was fully caged out. Should never have sold that. That was a massive mistake. Another one now that's probably worth good money. I had an Almira GTI Phase 2, which I had one of these in red. Looked exactly like that, but I had some big silly wheels like this one over here. That was a good car. Handled incredible. Pretty quick. Not bad on fuel. Cool interior. Yeah, I enjoyed that car. There was another one I shouldn't have sold. I had one of these. Audi Coupe. I wonder if I put the reg in with it. I wonder if it's still out there. No, it's not out there anymore. An Audi Coupe, but I had this shape. This one here. Just here by my head. Had one like that. It was in a metallic purple. But they look, the back is better than the front, if you know what I mean. That's what the front looks like. But the back is the cool bit, because you had a big wing on the back. And a big glass boot. But there were some good money. What was that one? That was 1993, I think, that one. Let's see if I want a picture of the back of it. There you go. So there, you can see it just had a spoiler that went all the way around. Very cool car. And you felt like you were sat right in it because the doors were really high. Loved that car. I had an i44, and I should never have sold that either. I had a black one with the turbo body kit. It looked like that one right there. Just like that. Same wheels, everything. Except mine had a dent just there. Should never have sold that car. I don't think what else I had that I shouldn't have sold. What else did I have that would be worth an absolute? I had loads of Sierras, Escorts, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, sad times, sad times. I had a 68 L88 Corvette. Oh, what a car. Oof, a 68 Roadrunner. You're joking. Dude. Could you imagine what that's worth now? Wow. Pretty car, that. That's one of my favourites. Very, very pretty car. Did you see the one on Roadkill where it been hit into a lamppost and bent? That was cool. And they ended up rebodying it in the end. 65 T-Bird. 390 in it. Oof, pretty car as well. Look at that one there. With the Fouche wheels on. Very nice. Special issue Police Interceptor Nobleman. That's pretty cool. When I got rid of him, that stuff wasn't worth anything. The cheapest was about 80 grand. Well, this is it, isn't it? A lot of those cars, a lot of those cars were worth absolutely, like, well and truly nothing. They just weren't worth a penny, were they? I bought that Porsche, and bearing in mind it didn't have an MOT, and I put it through an MOT and it passed. It didn't need anything. There wasn't a hole underneath it. It was mint. I paid £600 for that, and it had a private Irish plate on it as well. Oil something or other. The only thing wrong with it had the dent in the front, and it had the rear lower seat was missing, and it had a crack in the dashboard. But nothing else wrong with it, and yeah, I sold it for 1,200 quid in the end, and now that car's probably worth £10,000. I would have thought, because it was clean. Apart from that, and it had the turbo kit on it. the BMW now, I don't even know what that's worth. I bet it's BMW E21 is worth. So look, for sale. That was a full proper thing as well. I paid 1,500 quid for that car, and now BMW E21 for sale. There's one on here. 50,000 euros. 50,000 euros. My gosh. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. But I don't think... I'd love to track that car back down. I really would. It was the last car that my dad saw me do any kind of motorsport in before he died of cancer. So I would like to get that car back. That is one. If I ever get the money, I will go and chase that sucker down. The Corvette at the time was worth about £5 when I got rid of it. Now the thing's worth about 125. Oh my word! Oh, dude. We've been there. Us petrolheads, we've all done it. Right. I'm going to call it a day because I can hear my daughter has come back and she's got her friends with her, and I haven't had any food, and I'm feeling the need to get some food. So I am going to call it a night, if you don't mind. Thank you everybody for watching. My Honda I drive now, I didn't pay anything for. I think it's still worth almost that. Hey, but Hondas are alright. They last forever, mate. Bit of that VTEC magic. Yeah, it's all gravy, baby. Well, thank you, everybody that came in, contributed, chatted. I have enjoyed it. I'm feeling pretty chilled now, relaxed, and I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed talking cars and all that kind of stuff, which is fun. You all soon. There's some new content coming out this week. I've got a couple of videos coming up that you might like, and so yeah, I'll see you on the other side. God bless everybody. Goodbye. Have a good weekend.